me okay?
Check, check.
All right, good stuff.
Sorry, turn on my active noise reduction.
All right.
Sunglasses, correct? Correct.
So we let it warm up.
Okay.
At 55% RPM. These are our RPM gauges right here.
Okay.
Engine and rotor until the clutch light goes off, which means the belt's engaged all the way.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll do a mag check, carb heat check, sprag clutch check, low rotor RPM check, and then we're off.
Okay.
Conditions clear, temperature 24, dew point 17, altimeter 29093, visual approach in use, landing and departing, running 16 right and left, notice to airmen, running 16 right, threshold displays 484 feet, ILS running 16 right, out of service.
Our clutch lights out, so I bring the RPM up to 75.
Running 16 right, Classy decommissioned, taxi Papa closed, running 16 right and left, runway 34 right and left, closed nightly from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. until July 17th. Advise on initial contact, you have ATIS information, Victor.
All right, we got Victor. So, at 75%, we go ahead and do a mag check. And on this, we turn a mag off for 2 seconds and make sure we don't get more than a 10% drop.
Okay.
So at 80%, it's like, you know, if it gets down into the yellow, it's no good. In 2 seconds.
Okay.
Then carburetor heat, we've got a gauge for inside the carburetor.
Okay.
So we pull it up, we wait to see if that gauge goes up.
Which it does.
It's good.
Okay.
Now to check the sprag clutch, we roll the throttle off. Make sure the needles separate.
Got it.
And it did. So we're kind of ready to fly, so we can take the frictions off. All right. And then we're going to roll the throttle up. Probably should shut the doors now. Yeah, that's a little funky, so.
Can't seem to pull it into the latch.
GWP 1 will be landing your 10% over the other one.
There we go. All right, good.
There we go. We're locked.
Now to check the low rotor RPM, I pull the collective up just a little bit, okay? And roll the throttle down. Wait for the warning light and horn to come on.
Okay.
All right, so that's good. Now, it's
Sky conditions clear, temperature 24, dew point 17, altimeter 29093, visual approach in use, landing and departing, running 16 right and left, notice to airmen, running 16 right, threshold displays 484 feet, ILS running 16 right, out of service, running 16 right, Gassy and ALS, out of service, running 16 right, Classy decommissioned, taxi Papa closed, running 16 right and left, runway 34 right and left, closed nightly from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. until July 17th. Advise on initial contact, you have ATIS information, Victor.
all right. Van Nuys helicopter 8372 Golf, RotorFX with Victor, and we'd like a Saticore to the west.
I'll go to 8372 Golf, Van Nuys Tower, texture Bravo, cleared for takeoff, and report to midfield for the cross.
Report midfield for the cross, clear to go for Bravo. All right, so ride with me on these. Go ahead and get on the collective a little bit. We start pulling a little collective till the helicopter gets light on the skids. Okay, there it is, it's light, so I bring in a little left pedal, and I continue to bring the collective up, keeping the ship straight. As we go up, we're going to back it up a little bit.
SwkVFR, call tag 45, and welcome to traffic.
And then we're going to go down like this. And we're going to go from Bravo, so it's cleared across this. Now when we take these things off, we come to a hover like this, and you see we got like 22 inches pulled. So we just start putting a little bit of forward pressure, getting a little bit of airspeed. ETL is going to come up on us right there. We push right through that. Okay. Twist the helicopter up a little bit. And then we start getting some airspeed.
Okay.
I'm starting to climb a little early because this jet's here getting edgy with us. And then we turn to the left here, because we got to climb up before they'll let us cross the runways.
72 Golf, your stay across is approved, and static voice approved.
Thanks a lot. We'll do a 270 here and cross. 7 to go.
Number 72 Golf, you can just make the left turn now and go ahead and cross at your current altitude. There's traffic coming inbound.
All right, we're on the turn. 7 to go.
Over trailer traffic is crossing FSAG. And your number 2 for that SAG cross line at this point will be at your own risk. And wind 110.
All right. So the controls are yours. All right. We're going to climb up just another 100 feet. All right. And we're going to follow Stag right on out. Now the collective's going to want to droop on you. You want to probably, whoops. Let's, we'll get around 18 or 19. There we go. A little bit of forward pressure. There you go.
Small moves.
Yeah, there we go. And follow the street straight on out. A little bit of forward pressure. Let's get some of that airspeed back. There we go.
759er behind the northbound Challenger.
Easy on the pole.
Taxied up to
a little bit more forward pressure. There we go. Follow that street right on out.
Echo.
There you go. Now you're cooking. Yeah, one of the things that new helicopter pilots do is we yank on this collective a little bit.
Yeah,
you get kind of a thing for it. It likes to move around, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
We can lower the power just a little bit, take an inch out, maybe pick the nose up just a little bit. There you go. All right. Oops. Right about there.
It's funny how just simple things like looking for my altimeter. I was like, where is it? There.
Yeah, right, yeah, because everything's different.
On our cross runway 165, hold short, runway 16 right.
Now we can climb up 100 feet, Jason.
Okay. Cross runway 165.
So we'll pull just a little bit of power, maybe bring the nose up just a little bit, and there we go, climb up about 1.4, and let's scoot off that way.
Well, wow. You weren't kidding when you said this thing is responsive.
Yeah. And Van Nuys for 72 Golf. We're going to turn to the northwest for a few minutes, then we'll be inbound Satakoy, land at northeast corner.
72 Golf, Roger. Report Balboa.
Balboa, 70 Golf. All right, 1.5 is pretty good for us, and we'll go out that way a little bit. Let's try a left-hand turn. Now, we don't use pedals in turning in helicopters.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. There we go.
You weren't kidding that the moves are just small.
Yeah. Think left, go left. Let's try one to the right.
Suddenly the words inherently unstable are coming to mind over and over again.
All right, let's follow one of these roads to the west.
First 5 out negative. Continue to hold short, runway 16 right.
See those orange roofs?
Yep.
Let's go there. And then we'll continue our left-hand turn right on to Satakoy.
759 across runway 16 right. Continue to parking V out.
Which is that road right down there.
The first one right up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I am utterly amazed at how
sensitive it is?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't really moved my hand, but the tension in my arm tells me otherwise.
Yeah, that's the other thing we work on too, is loosening that
arm,
tension. Yeah. Because when we first fly these things, we get that, you know, that white knuckle thing going on.
Yep, that's what I got going right now. So.
And I'm sure you remember that from the airplane. It is something that you get worked out. Look at us.
Woo-hoo. How did I pull that?
I don't know, man. All right.
I'm losing altitude.
And gaining airspeed.
Yep. Give a little nose up, get some altitude
There
back,
you go.
lower down. Like to be that 1.5 again. There we go, losing some airspeed.
What the hell is rolling that compass around like that?
Wind calm on altimeter 2994.
Your magnetic personality.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go, now we're feeling pretty good. Okay, relax your arm. There we go. A little windy up here, huh? Or is it?
You know, it's probably not that windy. When we first start to fly these things, every little movement on that rotor disc creates a different angle of attack into the wind, so it feels like wind, even though it's not. Let's descend down to 1.3. Yeah, dude, you got a pretty good grip on this. You'd be a minimum, whatever the minimums are, to get a new ticket.
That's cool.
A lot of airplane guys are with a little bit of time. You know, they understand flying, so it's just hovering. Really, we got to get worked out. And the idiosyncrasies behind a helicopter get you some seat time, get you used to flying it.
I do find this to feel very much like my RC. I'm just not flying it even half as aggressive as I fly an RC.
And you shouldn't. You know, because when the RC crashes, it's $1,000. I got another one.
Yeah.
You crash this, it's, you know, 10 weeks in the hospital, and then, you know. But literally, you know, we can land these things on a dime.
Yeah, believe it.
So, you know, usually at the private pilot's level, you don't have enough experience to actually put it down in the intersection.
Right.
You know, with no power.
But you could.
But you could.
It's capable.
Yeah. As a flight instructor, they make us do stuff like that, because if we were to have an engine failure right now, you know, it's kind of up to me to put us into the parking lot. And I want to go home. You know? So.
My wife appreciates that.
Yes. Your little one doesn't even know it yet, but he does too. At Van Nuys, helicopter 8372 Gulf, coming up on Balboa from the northeast corner.
Helicopter 8372 Gulf, Van Nuys, charge, Takeoff to 1,300, taxi probably in the northeast corner, clear to land. Short final for the short runway is the Cessna.
All right, thanks for the traffic call, and we'll cross at 1.3, clear to land, northeast corner, Bravo, 72 Gulf. All right, 1.3 on the cross. They get a little sticky about that. And 72 Gulf has the Cessna in sight.
72 Gulf, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure you care. All right, so now we lower the power, and let's keep our nose up a little bit so that we don't give up any altitude yet, because they want us at 1.3, and we're going to burn off a little airspeed down to around 50 knots, okay? There we go. Now we can lower the nose straight out that way.
Ooh, sorry.
It's okay. See, they can turn.
Dang.
These things can move around. And we're going to go out to this little road, and we'll do a little downwind right down that road. Lower the nose a little bit so that we maintain that 50 knots. Because that's our max LD right there, 53 knots. So just like in an airplane, that's where it takes the least amount of power to do anything. So we have the most available to us should we need it. Let's lower a little bit more collective. And pitch that nose up a little bit so we don't lose that much airspeed. A little bit of right pedal since we're taking the power out of it.
Tower, helicopter 3070, uniform, northwest corner.
Level it out a little bit. There we go. We're going to bring in just a little bit of power.
Uniform, Van Nuys, turn report
A little bit of forward pressure on that cyclet. There we go. Now we're going to turn left. This is our base. Now let's get slowed up a little bit. So we're going to lower a little bit of collective, a little bit of right pedal, bring that nose up. Let's slow down, or I don't know, 30 knots should do for us. All right, then as we come up on 30, we level it, bring in a little bit of power, turn on to Bravo.
Charlie, hold short, round 16 left.
And this is our space where we're concerned that we don't want to descend too fast because we're slow. So we're right at 300 feet a minute.
Hold short, 16 left.
And we're going to sneak right in here, and I'm going to give you a little hover shot here, all right?
Okay.
So we just a little sidestep over here, piss this guy off.
Carrier 75 Alpha, Hotel, and Ice Ground Taxi, clearly to your Bravo.
And we're settling up towards the ground.
Carrier 75 Alpha, Hotel, okay. Taxi, clearly to your Bravo, you familiar?
Now, when we get into the hover situation, these pedals, try to think loose feet or fast feet, okay?
Okay. To your left.
All right. Here we go, we're in a hover. Cyclet's yours. So hold our position with the cyclet.
Be a right turn on Bravo. You're going to make a right turn on Bravo. And then you'll see the ramp there to your left with the Gulfstream in the
excellent.
ramp.
A little backwards. Hold up.
No worries.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm oscillating.
That's all right.
Tower 70, uniform across.
You want to help me recover? I'm thinking.
Not really.
No, it's uniform share across is approved.
Thank you. You'll get it. Just slow down your oscillations a little bit. Think level helicopter. Keep your eyes outside. Don't be looking at the ground, okay? Eyes off in the distance. And just slow your oscillation down. You'll get it. There you go. Hey, bingo. There you go.
Oh. You're right, stiff feet are causing problems.
Yeah.
There's that right thrust from the...
It's 7 uniform over to Burbank. Hook up 72 uniform contact Burbank, Tower. Good day. Good day.
So you read about the right thrust when you're hovering?
Yeah, and it's like, what are they talking about?
It's realistic right now. Like, God, this is hard. Too much.
Here we go. Let's go, partner.
Okay.
Zumba. And we just let it get into forward flight a little bit. It's all about, it's kind of a flow thing with these things. And the more you do it, the more you kind of learn, you know, what feels right and what doesn't.
Keeps flipping on the pedals.
Yeah, and there's ETL. We just picked that up a little bit. Wanted to push us up. That's why when we taxi him real slow.
Right.
And we're going to come in and land on this white dot. So a little bit of left pedal. Get it pointed at the white dot. You're thinking to yourself, what white dot is he talking about? Right there in front of us. Oops, no, not over here. Over this way.
Oh,
that white dot.
Okay, 26 kilo, Van Ashton, runway 16 right, taxi Alpha.
This idiot wants to keep his airplane right here.
Oh, door just flew
Yeah,
open.
they do that. And then we're going to land it right on this white dot. And I'm thinking lower in the collective.
Right.
I'm not really even moving my hand too much on it. And then we settle it right down to the ground. Roll the throttle off so she won't fly on us anymore.
Okay.
Right down below 80, because 80 the thing won't fly. But we got to let it cool down a little bit. So we roll it right down below 80. Turn the governor off so it doesn't get carried away with us. I'll hold that for you. And we can turn the radios off.